Hey everyone. Um, I guess this video is just kind of like a follow-up to the video that I did a few months back. It's got a decent amount of views, so I figured people might want to see just a little bit more of what it's like to camp in the Kia Niro. So, just like my last video, I've got the window covers in with the bug net. The windows are cracked. This is an upside down thermometer with the humidity or a hygrometer in it. This is my handy dandy phone holster. I'm sitting in the driver's side rear seat right now. The bed is here. Got my weird roll up pillow that can unzip, the sleeping bag, and then I've upgraded the mattress. This mattress is actually a 4-inch memory foam topper that I folded up and I put it inside of a sleeping bag sheet, which is basically like a big sock that goes around. It's supposed to go inside of a sleeping bag, but this one is around the memory foam topper right now. I've got this weird thing. It's like a cargo net that goes between the seats, the front seats. It's kind of stretched right now, but I can put my Kindle in there and things like that. I had to get that because you may notice that this car does not have a fourth handle. So those rooftop cargo nets don't work in a Kia Niro because it only has 3 handles, as you can see up there. So a little bit of a bummer. I'm glad I figured it out though before I bought something like that. You can see there's a couple critters in here with me, maybe up there. And then this is kind of a newer edition. This is honestly something that I think is like one of the greatest things I've ever bought. Crazy enough, it's from Walmart of all the places, but it's basically a little fan with a battery in it. I like to sleep with a fan on instead of having to run it plugged in. I just have it kind of wrapped around the strap here. And I think this thing was like 10 or 12 bucks, but you turn it on to whatever power you need to, and then you recharge it. And on its lowest setting, it lasts many hours. I expect it'll probably last the night. But yeah, so this is kind of how things are, how things are set up. I just want to talk about this little guy for a second. This is I'm going to turn the light off actually, so that it's a little less crazy. So this is a item that I actually got from meh.com, meh.com, for about 20 bucks. Been pretty helpful. It is a Bluetooth speaker, a light, it is a radio, it has a headphone, I'm sorry, not a headphone, but an auxiliary in. You can put an SD card in it, and it has a little flashlight. And then it is also a charger bank. Like you can charge your phone off of it and stuff like that. Like it's not a very powerful one, but you can do that. And then it also has solar. It'll charge itself off of solar along with this little hook. So this has been really helpful. Have had this for a while, but the reason I didn't use it that much was that the light was not warm. I prefer a warm light, and this was a bright white light. So I remedied that with some Sharpie. So that's Sharpie on all these surfaces, and it worked pretty well. The light is now warm. It's at least not so harsh. It's not so bad to look at. Looks kind of more like a fire. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of point that guy out, and I think it's well worth the $20 that I spent on it. It's called a hybrid light hex, if you're able to come across it. I like things like this because when you're car camping, And I would assume also if you lived in your car, I don't live in my car, but you would want to try to get as much space as you can, out of the things. Things are so tight in here. So having stuff be smaller, like this fan that's nice and small, is incredibly helpful. And when things have more than one purpose, that is incredibly helpful as well. The only thing I would say is that obviously, like, if this stopped working in some way, like, it might impact everything else, right? So if this is your Bluetooth speaker and your flashlight and stuff like that, that might be a bit of an issue. So I do recommend that, like, the things that are most crucial, like flashlights and stuff like that, you still have backups, you still have a headlamp, that kind of thing. So I just wanted to highlight that a little bit, and I'll probably talk to you more in the morning. I'm going to go to bed or lay in this bedding area and read or look at my phone. So, good night.